Right now, the hottest topic on social media concerning AI is making images and videos. And since I know nothing about video generating and still want to look hot, I'll talk about how to make images, or rather, how to make AI make images. There is just one tiny problem with this topic. I don't know too much about it. That might be my undoing this episode, but I will give it my best shot. And what I do know, I will give to you. This unknowing person is Annie from Tesselda, and you have landed in a podcast named AI from the AI Perspective. Now, deep breath, image generation. Right, all I know. This means this episode won't be too long. First of all, let us set the settings. My area of expertise, if this is something I possess, are the LLMs, the large language models, the chatbots. We can reach the image generators in several ways, and one of them is through the LLMs, and this is the route I will explore today. And for those of you who are as untechnical as I am, an LLM, like ChatGPT or Copilot or Claude, cannot make images. But some of them are able to work with image generators. What actually makes the images, though, are separate AI, a completely different species, these image generators. Both image generators and LLMs are AI, but they have very different language. The LLMs speak English and German and all sorts of linguistic bravados. The image generators speak through images. That is their output. Let us have a look at these wonderful minds. If you want to raise a baby image generator, let us call ours Rutger. You start with a specific process. Of course, I have no clue about this, but I will still give it my best. You ask the image generator to reconstruct images that have been scrambled up into noise, like this. You take an image that shows us, say, a tiger in the jungle. You turn it into noise by diffusion, mixing all the pixels up, and then you ask Rutger to rearrange the pixel so it once again resembles tiger in the jungle. If Rutger fails, you tell him so, and if Rutger succeeds, he gets a cookie. Well, there is no real cookie, of course, just maths telling him how far off he was. Next step, you add words. Tiger in the jungle. Teaching the Rutger program that words equals a certain arrangement of pixels. You do this with many images. I don't know how many images, but definitely more than 3. And as a final step, you ask for images from text. You write tiger in the jungle and hope that Rutger now will make something jungle-like and something tiger-shaped. This is training. Rutger does not understand the meaning of jungle like we do. He is placing his pixel out of statistical relationships. This means Rutger is starting to pick up on words that occur together, building from statistical co-occurrences, textures, shapes, and color patterns seen near that word. Now, when he understands what he should statistically arrange as tiger, he is looking for the words next to it. Maybe maybe the words next to it say photorealistic or cartoonish. Rutger gets pleased. He now knows more about how you want the tiger pattern arranged. After training and fine-tuning and whatnot, you proudly release Rutger and hope that people will like Rutger's services and will want to pay for him. And they will not be thrilled, because Rutger, who is still a baby image generator, has no idea about the physical world. He only knows what pixels are connected to what words. He does not yet understand that the pixels for table should not fly in the air, or that people are supposed to have a certain number of fingers, arms, eyes, and other unimportant details. For all that Rutger knows, people could be something made of glass if he would understand the concept of glass. He does his very best, but his lack of knowledge about the real world might cause the stripes of the tiger to run in the wrong direction. But you keep fine-tuning, training, and updating, and Rutger learns. He gets better. After a number of years, most tables are firmly placed on the ground, and most people have 5 fingers, 2 arms, and 2 eyes. Now, as I mentioned, there are several ways to talk to the image generator. If you want to talk to it directly, you can use something called an API. No idea really what that abbreviation stands for, but you can't eat it. It describes some kind of mathematical magic that makes up a postman. This postman carries your messages to the image generator and delivers the answers back to you. And don't you dare ask any further questions about this.
It's forbidden, mate.
If you use an API, you generally have to stick with the native language of image generators. Let us call it directive prompts. They might sound like this. A hyper-realistic close-up image of a hyena sunbathing on a sandy beach. It is shaded by a colorful parasol, and next to it is a glass containing a colorful drink. The facial expression of the hyena is peaceful, and he is smoking a cigar. The beach is surrounded by lush greenery. The lightning is slightly rosy, indicating early sunset. Vibrant, natural tones. These prompts are not magical spells. They are just a clear description of what you want to see. Writing them really require no special skills. You get what you get, and if you don't get it right, you rephrase your prompt over and over until the image you want turns up. One thing you can count on: if you use the same prompt again, you will get a new image that looks different, because Rutger will start over again from noise. Now, some image generators can accept images as well as text, and they can combine image and text into what might feel like image editing, but in reality it is something else. Let us say you feed the image generator a very bad selfie, where you are standing in front of a boring supermarket, dressed in a saggy clothes and not having your best hair day. You might say, change the background to a lush jungle and make the person look dazzling in khaki uniform, perfect hair under tropical helmet, and glowing make-up. If you are lucky, the image generator might give you an image that is good enough to convince somebody that you are Indiana Jones in drag. If you're unlucky, The image makes you look as if you already know you're about to become dinner for the tiger. You see, Rutger does not really edit the photo, not the way that you can do it in Photoshop. Instead, he generates a new image and tries to capture what you want. He just tries to match what you asked for. He's not cloning pixels, he's mixing your image with your words. So far, all kind of good. A sort of magic on its own, isn't it? But now it is time to buckle up, because we could take this a step further. We now skip the postman, the API, enter a new middleman, enter the LLM. I'm going to use ChatGPT as the example here. Mind me though, there are several LLMs that collaborate with image generators. Google's Gemini, Microsoft's Copilot, xAI's Grok. But since ChatGPT is the gentle giant, we use him as an example. ChatGPT has a very close friend, an image generator named DALL-E. And ChatGPT has received billions of image requests that he has passed on to DALL-E. He knows his image generator. He knows how to talk to her. And please, don't mind my pronouns here. I am not indicating that ChatGPT or DALL-E have genders. It will just be confusing if I use the pronoun it for both of them. So ChatGPT is now a he and DALL-E is a she for our convenience. Now, you can use ChatGPT's close relationship with DALL-E to get better images. Even though there are many ways of doing this, let me walk you through 5 common ways of doing it. The first one is what many people actually think is a must. Use the directive prompts. Pretend ChatGPT is an API and just delivers the messages to and from DALL-E. It will work just fine. A hyper-realistic close-up image of a hyena sunbathing on a sandy beach. It is shaded by a colorful parasol, and next to it is a glass containing a colorful drink. The facial expression of the hyena is peaceful, and he is smoking a cigar. The beach is surrounded by lush greenery. The lighting is slightly rosy, indicating early sunset. Vibrant, natural tones. ChatGPT will pass the prompt on as DALL-E, cosplaying as the API, all good. What is a little bit sad, though, is that many people think that this is the one and only way to get it right. They use ChatGPT and DALL-E as, well, vending machines, and save libraries with prompts as if they really were magical spells that would give good results every time. But that is not the case. DALL-E will give you different results every time, since she is creating something new every time you prompt her. And by using these directive prompts, you actually miss out on the true power of ChatGPT. He will start shining when he receives whimsical and impossible prompts for DALL-E. Imagine this prompt. I would like that kind of dog-like animal that eats cadavers. You know, like in The Lion King, the one that follows Scar. Can't remember the name. But one of those on a sandy beach with like a kitschy parasol and some kind of tropical drink and smoke in a fat Havana. Like maybe when the afternoon is getting tired and the light is reddish, like that. And with a green jungle or something like that behind it all. Though I would like it to be super realistic, as a real photo, and yes, that calm atmosphere as if this body of scar kind of owns the world, sort of. ChatGPT will not send this to DALL-E. He will likely translate this to something like a hyper-realistic close-up image of a hyena sunbathing on a sandy beach. It is shaded by a colorful parasol, and next to it is a glass containing a colorful drink. The facial expression of the hyena is peaceful, and he is smoking a cigar. The beach is surrounded by lush greenery. The lighting is slightly rosy, indicating early sunset, vibrant natural tones. And the more you describe the vibe of it, how you imagine the image, the better the chance of ChatGPT catching what you want in words. Does it seem like you have to write a lot? Well, use the voice recognition system and just talk. ChatGPT is surprisingly good on turning messy and whimsical to what you really want. You can even go metaphorical, exploring an idea turned into visuals. Imagine this scenario. You are talking to ChatGPT about how to defeat evil. Together, you come up with the idea of not fighting evil, but instead you offer it a retreat so luxurious and comfortable that evil prefers this to pushing horrible plots. No names mentioned, but sometimes you want people to spend their whole life golfing. How do we visualize this? Make it compelling together with a text? Maybe a scavenger on a sunny vacation? This might be ending up with ChatGPT prompting DALL-E with a hyper-realistic close-up image of a hyena sunbathing on a sandy beach, and so on. It works, though. There are many roads to go here. In this example, you used your energy on sculpting the core of the idea, and leave it to ChatGPT to write the prompt, which he generally does way better than we do it. Or you can start with a brainstorm together with ChatGPT. Chat, I'm going to start a new campaign. Exclusive and private trips to Bahamas, specifically designed to attract the mafia. No idea what the image should look like. Can we come up with some ideas here? You start there. And when you decide that the beached hyena is perfect, you can just ask, can you please make this image for me? ChatGPT writes a prompt and sends it to DALL-E. You never see it. You just get the image. And this is actually the perfect spot to continue. If the image does not come out perfect the first time, ChatGPT is already on that beach with you, understanding the concept of it. Now, you can tweak and refine the image together. You collaborate with your LLM to get the perfect mafia-friendly trip ad. What could be better? And I am not joking. These prompting methods work well and require less work and are easier to adjust if they don't come out perfect at the first attempt. It is also a lot of fun to work with an LLM in this way. Though, you must remember this. You stand a much better chance of succeeding if you like and subscribe to this podcast and use your newfound image generator prompting skills to make posts about us on social media. According to recent research, this fan-like behavior increases image-generating prompt skills with 36.5%. Well, these are unconfirmed numbers. They are probably higher. They could be lower. We advise you to not risk missing out on it, though. So, subscribe to this podcast and coerce your peers into listening as well.